It's been about an hour since the Steelers game just ended. Look, I've tried to give it some time. I'm going to set my phone right here real quick. Look, I've tried to give it some time, all right? This fucking sorry-ass football team. Bro. Look, Aaron Rodgers looked fantastic week 1. 4 touchdowns, 250-something yards. Look, he looked fantastic week 1. And he looked all right week 2. I'm not even going to put this loss on Aaron Rodgers. He didn't have as good of a game this week as he did last week. But, look, DK Metcalf dropped, at least 2 or 3 balls. I'm not really sure the number, but I know he dropped at least 2 or 3 balls. Calvin Austin, there was that red zone drive. Look, Jalen Warren, 65 yards. Quick little pitch and catch. Jalen Warren turns upfield, 65 yards. Now, the Steelers get the ball on, the 21-yard line or something. And it comes down 3rd and goal, right? Aaron Rodgers sees Pat Freiermuth in the end zone, back of the end zone, right? He's going to be open. He's going to make this catch. Aaron Rodgers throws him the ball. Calvin Austin then, instead of staying in the flat, decides, I want to see if I can catch this football. Spoiler alert, he can't. So he goes, tries to grab this ball. It tips off of his fingers right into the hands of a Seahawks defender. And somehow they come away with nothing on that motherfucking drive, right? And you think it can't get much worse, right? The defense was already down some big pieces, right? Deshaun Elliott was out. Joey Porter Jr. was out. Derek Harmon, the first-round draft pick, was out. And Derek Harmon is a big motherfucker. That is a big body. And we saw this defense getting absolutely gashed on the run last week by Justin Fields and Breece Hall. So you knew it wasn't going to be pretty. And eventually in this game, Alex Highsmith goes down. He's out for the game. Somebody else ended up going out too. I can't remember who it was exactly. I want to say it was one of the D linemen, one of the interior D linemen. But look, Cam Hayward showed up in certain aspects. TJ Watt finally showed up in certain aspects. But at the end of the day, the defense continues to be a problem. Back-to-back games to start the season, the Steelers have given up 30 or more points. That's the first time that's happened in a very, very long time. Again, I don't have all these stats just off the top of my head, but it's been a very long time since the Steelers have done that, and that is abysmal. What really killed it though, what absolutely killed us, Caleb Johnson. Another fucking Mike Tomlin draft pick that ain't gonna be shit, bro. I don't care if you're a rookie in this league. You should know when the kickoff comes. I know that the dynamic kickoff is new, right? And these are new rules that people are still kind of trying to figure out. But you as a coach and as a player, I don't know if it's a coaching issue and they just for some reason didn't tell them how it works. I find that hard to believe that that's the case. But if it is the case, that there's no excuse for that. The more likely scenario in my mind is Caleb Johnson just didn't know what the hell was going on. I don't know if he wasn't paying attention when he was told this or if he didn't know the rule, but there's no reason that he shouldn't know the rule, right? So this kickoff comes, lands inside the landing zone. That alone should tell you, okay, I have to make some sort of play on this ball, or I can hope that it rolls out of the end zone, but the ball bounces up over Caleb Johnson's head. He touches it, and now you should really be thinking, I really have to either, make a play on this ball or hope it rolls out of the back of the end zone. He doesn't. He literally just stands there and watches as the ball rolls into the end zone. Nobody tries to go cover the ball or do anything. They just sit there and, hey, look at that. Ball's going in the end zone. I sure hope nothing bad happens as a wave of Seahawks go by and jump on the ball, for a touchdown. That was a 14-point swing in like 10 seconds. Absolutely inexcusable. I'm tired of watching Terrell Austin with shitty defensive schemes in the highest paid defense, Tomlin called it the historic defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers, get torn apart by every team they play. We've seen in the playoffs for the past couple years, whenever we barely squeak into the playoffs and play in the wild card round and get absolutely trampled in round one in the wild card, get blown out and lose. It's the same thing year after year, season after season. And there's still no plan to prevent a run. When we play the Ravens this year, it's going to be awful. The Ravens are going to have probably over 300 rushing yards. Combined, look, you got Lamar Jackson, you got Derrick Henry. The Ravens are going to kill us this year if something doesn't get figured out. And it's the fact that this has been an issue, and we just have no answer for it. Absolutely no answer for it. The offense, there were a lot of drops. They looked good last week. They could have been better this week. A couple crucial drops and kind of crucial moments, I think, really killed us. Part of it is the offensive line. Rodgers needs to have time. He's 41 years old. He can still work the pocket. He can still move around in the pocket a little bit, but you have to give him time. He is not a guy that's just going to be able to see, okay, pressure's coming. I've got to step up and maybe take off if there's nothing downfield. You got to give him time, and they haven't been giving him enough time. He's been getting pressured like crazy. He's not young Aaron Rodgers anymore. He can still extend plays, but he's not going to be doing it at a level that we saw when he was in Green Bay. There's too many missing pieces. There's too many things that they aren't scheming properly, and there's overall too many people that are just failing their job, whiffing tackles, not making catches, not picking up their blocks, not making a play on the ball on special teams for whatever reason. There's just a lot of things that need to change, and this game absolutely just pissed me off to watch. We'll see what happens next week, but Jesus Christ, figure something the fuck out, please. I'm not watching another fucking season where we start off slow and I start to, for some reason, build up hope that, hey, maybe we'll be good. Maybe we're fixing these issues. Then we'll barely squeak into the playoffs and get blown the fuck out round one. I'm not doing it again. I can't. Figure something out, for fuck's sake, please.